Example 7, system of equations. We want to solve this system. So notice here we have two linear equations, and we want to figure out, well, what is x equal and what is y equal. So we're going to go ahead and solve by substitution. So I chose to solve the second equation for x, and I just used the second equation because the other constants happen to be smaller, so I figured it might be easier to use later. So all I did is I took this 2y and I added it to the other side so that I got x by itself. I isolated x, and that's what I have right here. Okay, so the next step is going to be to substitute. So we substitute x, this x value, in for the first equation. So here's my first equation. So notice I'm just taking that x and I'm just dropping in this 2y plus 8. I don't know why my pen's being all wonky. Okay. Now I can go ahead and distribute. So I can multiply this 4 through to both parts that are in parentheses there. So that's going to give me 8y plus 32. And then I just bring down the plus y equals 14. And then we can go ahead and continue to solve for y. So here I notice that 8y and y are both y's, so I can go ahead and combine my like terms. That's going to give me a total of 9y's. So 9 plus 32, 9y plus 32 equals 14. And then to get y by itself, I know that I can subtract the 32 to bring it to the other side. Because it was added, we do the opposite. Okay, so I'm subtracting 32 from both sides. That's going to cancel those out. And I'm left with 9y equals negative 18, because 14 minus 32 is negative 18. Next, 9y, I need to undo what's going on here. So 9 is being multiplied by y. To undo that, we divide. So I don't have that step right in here, but really we're just dividing both sides by 9, and that's where I'm getting that y equals negative 2. Okay, so the first part to this problem I just solved. I solved for y equals negative 2. So if you notice here, if I look at my answer choices, there's only one answer choice where y is equal to negative 2. So right now, C should probably be the right answer. You could always stop here and then check your x value. Just plug x in and see if you get a true statement if you use 4 and negative 2 for both of these. That's one way you can do it, but I'm just going to go through and show you how you would find x completely. So we want to substitute that negative 2 back into either equation. It doesn't matter which you choose. I just chose the first one this time. So 4x plus negative 2 equals 14. I just took the parentheses out, so I have 4x minus 2, and then we just go ahead and solve. So I can add 2 to both sides, and I'm left with 4x equals 16. And then to get x by itself, we would divide both sides by 4. X would, in fact, equal 4, which is what we see right here. So my solution is 4 comma negative 2. Just be careful that you pay attention to what you're solving for, because notice how B is the opposite. So sometimes like, oh, I finished the negative 2 first. So sometimes our brain might think, oh, there's the negative 2 first. But really you were solving for y. And remember, when you're solving your system like this and you're getting your answer, you're finding x comma y. And I don't know why my pen is being so messy, but x comma y is what you're finding.